The pendulum swing of consciousness. You see, when you incarnate down on this plane, you get wiped of all universal knowledge and abilities. But abilities come after knowledge. So let's talk about knowledge, right? You basically forget that all is one. You forget your connection to source. You experience duality. Duality is the nature of lower dimensions. The lower we go, the more we split. Dualistic interpretation is fun and all fun and games, until you hit peace and suffering. That is the true experience of duality. Life is a balance between ups and downs, they say. Life is a roller coaster, they say. But that is only because we perceive it that way. Perception is experience. Change your perception, change your experience. This is the importance of spiritual philosophies. This is called duality consciousness, where you experience a sense of separation. All experiences of separation come from a lack of pattern recognition, in addition to pattern connection, right? Separation is just a lack of connection, right? You can't see the connection between one and the other, but all is connected. All is your mind, all is you. The only thing that separates you from others is surface level appearances and surface level egos. Egos are masks that hide the true essence of the soul. Remove the ego and fall back into unity consciousness, the darkness of infinity. Unity consciousness is, and that is it. To experience unity consciousness, one must dive deep within themselves and fully experience the connection between duality/dualistic nature of source. There is nothing different about the two sides of existence. No difference at all. All is one. All, not one. Oneness is the phrase known as, hard times create strong men create good times create weak men, and then weak men create hard times. To break this cycle, a group of strong people must create a paradigm of peace, right, 5D Earth, but have the citizens prepare for war at all times. This group of leaders may be disliked, but when darkness strikes, the leaders who trained the civilians will be thanked when darkness comes. The pendulum swing back and forth. The pendulum is that constant perspective of opposition, separation. Think of an internal battle as a pendulum swinging back and forth infinitely, never ending, right? Those egoic thoughts that go back and forth and never stop talking. That is the pendulum. The pendulum mind is the first, yet the biggest obstacle for your spiritual progress. You experience this as the constant internal conflict going on, the constant battle in your mind. The 80 to 90% of the world stuck in between cycles of suffering and peace mentally, viewing them as separate. But the one who observes and steps out of the pendulum and steps out of the swing sees that both sides of the swing still occur on the same pendulum. One pendulum, two sides. One bird, two wings. The more I observe the pendulum, the more I see. It says the law of rhythm, E-I-B. The pendulum has a rhythm to it. Let's look into the law of rhythm. Rhythm. Everything has a rhythm. The pendulum swings left, and then it swings right. And these here laws apply to everything in life. The master knows that after a peak comes a drop, so he never gets too excited. The master also recognizes that after a drop comes another peak, so he never gets too sad. Never allow your emotions to swing too far to the left or too far to the right. One stays in the middle, where everything is just, and that's exactly it. Staying slightly neutral, normal happy, normal sad, is balance? That was my question. But what about staying fully neutral? That's fully balanced. And that does not mean don't be happy, don't be sad. It just means to view things from an outside perspective so that you don't get caught up in the swing of back and forth, up and down, left and right. Something is against me. No, nothing is ever against you, right? It is always for you, no matter what happens, okay? The The one who takes sides takes an emotion. The one who takes no side saves his or her emotion and utilizes it for their matters and their magic only. Emotions are power. Movies and video games show that to us. Those who cannot control their emotions lose control over their power. Movies and video games show us that as well. The one who uses emotion as his or her own power is the master magician / occultist. So the key here is to stay neutral, right? Know that when you observe things from a higher perspective, from a bird's eye view, you realize that everything is helping you. Like, no matter what pain situation you're going through, it's helping you. You don't know what for, but you could come up with a theory on why it could help you. And maybe that could be it, you know what I mean? But just know that it is helping you, and it will come back up as a piece of strength, right? It starts as a wound and it becomes strength. You see the two sides, wounds and strength, pain and strength, right? But they're on the same spectrum. They're on the same scale. Control your emotions and use them for your magic. Use them for your daily life, right? Don't get caught up into the drama of life because you know what's coming next, right? After a down comes a up, after a up comes a down. So become that master observer and utilize and control your emotions for the better. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys learned something. Have a good day.